Well, what happens with these regulations is, Congress will pass a law, and then it'll tell the agencies, now write the rules to implement it. And then not only do they get to write the rules, by writing the rules and to implement it, they actually are writing the law, and then they get to implement and decide what it means. And we've seen that happen. And look, no one's against making sure that airplanes don't crash. No one's against making sure your food isn't poisoned and that the medicines you're taking are actually what they say it is on the bottle. I think the problem becomes when it goes too far, especially nowadays, where people who have money to invest decide, well, maybe we won't do this in America. Maybe we won't make things in America. Maybe we won't invent things in America. We'll go to some other country where the environment is less onerous. And so you saw in the Trump era, between tax cuts and deregulation, we had a real economic boom. We saw actually government revenues grew. And had it not been for the pandemic and local governments shutting down our economy and forcing kids out of school, I think that the story of the first 4 years would have been even better.
And also in the platform, it protects the American worker, and it protects them against unfair trading practices. And I know you've been keen on that subject. I wanted to get your thinking on it. Does the platform satisfy you? And how far should the U.S. go in protecting against unfair trading practices?
Well, there's two things tied into trade. Okay, the first thing that's tied into trade is we need to be a pro-American job policy-making body around here. Okay, it is a critical thing. It is good for our country to produce good, stable work that allow people to start families and buy homes and invest and be a part of vibrant communities. The second is we do need industrial capacity in order to provide for our national defense. I mean, if we can't grow our own food, if we can't make our own equipment, if we lose car manufacturing, if we lose heavy machinery and equipment, you're also not going to be able to make ships and airplanes and the other things that you need to defend our country. I mean, we win World War II not because we weren't industrial power. The Japanese, the Germans had a huge head start on the United States in terms of armaments, but it was our industrial power that came into play and allowed us to tip the balance and save the world from Nazism and Imperial Japan. And we can't forget that food security is a part of national security as well.